Hello everybody, this is your standpoint once again, and I'm so delighted as usual. I'm with two girls that I will let you to know in a short while, because I will have to start with the introduction of the topic, which is it really possible to avoid sexual intercourse before marriage? It's a very hard topic, because we have seen that nowadays, like, I don't have statistics, but we hear that, like, not many wives start their families, even boys, they start their new wedlocks before, after having sex with different partners. Sometimes it's, we don't have reasons. It's really hard to talk about that. It's a taboo subject, but anyway, we don't have to hide, because as young people we have also to deal with sexual education. So then that's why I'm somehow a little bit nervous talking about that. But anyway, let's go deep into that. With two guests. Let me start with our lady, because ladies first. Let's start by our right side. She can introduce herself.
Thank you so much, Shuri. I'm so proud being in front of you. Yeah, I would like to express myself. I'm called Assia. I'm from Kinama Bukira Sazikora. I live with my old parents. Yeah, this is my first time to be here, and I'm so proud being here. Darius.
Wow, it's an honor to have you, dear Assia. You welcome the
Thank
standpoint.
You so much.
Okay, you can also introduce. It's not your first time, of course, to be here, but people who didn't watch our previous program, so maybe they can have also the chance to know you.
Yeah, great. So thank you so much for the time you gave me one more time. And my name is Joseph. Yeah, Joseph is my name, and it's like my second time being here. Yeah, and I'm very happy. I'm over the moon to be here.
Well, it's always a privilege to have you as well, Mr. Joseph.
Yes, sir.
This is a brother. Then we have also a sister over here. Then we try to deal with the topic that I already told you. And as I told you, it's a challenging one, but we have to talk about it, as young people also aspire to have strong families, or aspire also to be well in the future. So let me start with the first question.
Yeah.
Do you think it's really possible to avoid that? With the new generation, we say it's really hard. We know many people, like, they start tasting that before they start their new family. So what do you think about that?
Thank you for the floor. Really, on my perspective, on my behalf about the topic, is it possible to avoid just sexual intercourse before marriage? For me, it can't be possible. Maybe if it depends on our decision, maybe we decide to do the things. Maybe we want, because for instance, I can say my money, I don't want my money, my boyfriend to disappoint me. But I want to satisfy him. But I don't want to annoy him. But it just forced me to do that things. What can I do? And I really love him. I just do it. But for me really, it can't be possible.
Yeah,
but
sure.
If my money force me to do it, I can do. But if I really love him, I can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Which means it's impossible, right? Oh, let me also hear from our brother, Mr. Jeff.
Yeah, great.
What's your take?
It's not good for me. And I can tell everybody just to stop it, because whenever you're doing it, you're just trying to jeopardize yourself, putting yourself in jeopardy. Then it's going to be better if you wait and get married. And after getting married, the wife will be yours, and the husband will be yours. You can do everything that you need, but be patient a little bit.
Do you think it's possible to avoid that in this new generation, whereby we see different things
in this
around the
generation?
world?
It's so hard.
It's so hard.
This generation is so hard, because your many can just, maybe nowadays words, I don't know, can just say you can just find it's like 20% do something that things before a marriage.
I think we have so many people who do that.
Absolutely.
More than those who abstain themselves.
Absolutely.
Okay, what's your take on that? Before?
Absolutely. And as I said before, nothing is impossible, because this is the matter of choice. Firstly, you need to know, why am I deciding this? Because firstly, when you're doing something, you have also to understand the consequences, by product of what you're doing. Like this, according to my side, this is possible to avoid, because nothing is impossible.
So how can somebody be able to avoid that? You know, people who, I mean, push their partners to experience that before they have the right to do it.
Yeah, you know, firstly, something that you have to know, everybody does, something that everybody needs to know is that premarital sex is not allowed, even in Bible, even according to the country, talking about the Quran, this is not allowed. Then, firstly, as a man, you have your girlfriend, it's okay, having a girlfriend is okay. But why can't you wait a little bit? Because I know, now many people need only sex. Having sex is okay. Then, if you ask him, if you impregnate this lady, are you going to marry him? Are you going to marry her? The guy is going to run. Then, you ladies pay much attention with the guys that you love, because most of them, they need sex. And if the guy gets sex, the guy is going to disappear. And surely there is no love there. Then what I can tell the people, or what I can tell my sisters, pay much attention in the love that you are in. Because tomorrow or after tomorrow, yes, the guy can be asking you, yes, I need to sleep with you. I need to have sex with you, yes. Then, is the guy really going to marry you? This is the question that you need to ask yourself. Because having sex, yes, anybody can need a sex. Because any person is a human being. A body is not a metal. A body is not a stone. Sometimes your body you can feel like you are peaceless, needing a sex. But the problem is, if you accept, is the guy going to steal to be yours, or the guy is going to disappear? This is the question. You know, or does the guy love you, or the guy need only to have a sex? This first what you have to understand as a lady. And after understanding that, you're going to also understand what you are in. And that'd be great.
Well, all right. You know, trying to listen to what Jeff was saying, he said, you know, it's not even allowed in Quran, in Bible. But, you know, there are people who say those books were written by people. Yeah. And they just say it becomes a sin when this has consequences. Like, for example, she said you impregnate somebody, and you are not even willing to take care of, you know, your begotten child.
Absolutely.
Like, when you mean you are ready to take charge of everything, but or when you don't, you know, like cause those consequences. Do you think it's bad? Because like you said, when you truly love someone, you can do it. So what do you think? Like, can a lady say no when she really loves the person? How can she decipher or figure out that the guy is ready to take care of everything after maybe having done that?
Thank you for the floor. Really, about what Joseph talked about, it's really true. Yeah. When you are falling in love with a boy, maybe if you really love him, but you can't even hear what your parents tell you, okay? Maybe, as he said, really, I like her speech. And surely, only there is some boys who come to ruin the life of girls, okay? They just come to ruin the life to, I don't know, I can just say. And what if you really love the boy? What can you do? And if I really love him, what should I do? I can do anything he wants. Baby, if he just come to ruin my life, only God will judge him. I can just say.
I mean, gosh. Like, apart from being in love with, you know, somebody, because sometimes we know so many ladies, they get into the trap of having sex, you know, without even being loved. What are other reasons that may push people to have that thing?
You can feel like a lady is born in a very poor family. This exists to find the family is telling her, go and search money. We can't just like live without eating, and we have you here. Like you find a mom or a pop is telling the lady, go and marry some man so you can sleep together with them, and after they give you money.
So do you think there are families who really push young girls to go to sleep with men because they don't have means.
But this is not good.
Yeah, it is, but it's not a good. Like as I told you, like you can be living like with your mom, and then mom says you are very poor in the family. Then you are a lady, you are her daughter, and you're so beautiful. Mom is gonna tell you, go out, come with something. I mean, bring home the bacon. I mean, come with something so we can eat. Then in that case, mom is telling you, go and look for some men, some sugar daddies to sleep together with. So after you can come with something.
Absolutely,
This always happens.
Maybe she sell her body because of money. She sell her body because to get some foods.
Yeah, this
because her family.
So, do you think also information can push people to have that before they have the right to do so? I mean, what are the most temptations that you encounter, that you face on a daily basis as a lady?
To have a sex when you are too young.
Yeah, sure.
As I told you first, it depends to our situation, but situation, maybe your parents, maybe your fathers, your family, and it depends to, and absolutely in emotions. Maybe if you really love the boy, maybe you just do something which is, I don't know, I can just say, because so in order to get that money or to get some foods, in order to help your family.
What are the consequences of doing that when you know you are not yet allowed? You are not married and you do it.
Maybe you can just catch some disease, some like we said, SIDA. You can just get some different diseases about that. Because you do that things when you were too young, and this is not good.
Imagine only having an undesirable pregnancy. So that is shockable. You find you are pregnant and you weren't just in a way of being pregnant. You know, this is very shockable. Or finding yourself contaminated with different diseases, you know, something like that. Then even the society gonna call you other names. Even your reputation is gonna be too bad. Better be quiet and wait for yours. Your pardon is on the way coming.
Well,
be patient.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And I have a question.
Yeah, come on.
Why do you men like to ask girls? Why?
Okay. You know, you've been talking about diseases, or like, as you said, that's natural. Sometimes our body claim to do that. You know, as you say, it's something that gives pleasure. You know, when you do that, maybe the body releases the oxytocin, and you feel, you know, great. You feel like you are enjoying. But sometimes we just even forget about consequences. Like, and you were talking about diseases, but you know, there are ways of, you know, of protecting ourselves, like using condoms.
Condoms, yeah.
You see, that's why sometimes people, they say, you know, it's really hard for us to keep our body under control. Then we gonna use condoms.
The condom.
Yeah, so I wanna make it more hot because I see we are somehow cold.
Sure,
so I want you guys to express yourself freely. So I want to make it more practical.
Absolutely.
Like, Walter, like, I know you've been experiencing that. I know, not having sex, I don't know about that, but it may happen because we are human beings.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Of course, but I want to ask, like, because maybe sometimes you pass through a situation whereby you were tempted. Maybe, like, can you, like, share with us a story whereby you had a boy who was trying to co-opt you. Trying to, like, and how you manage that, or maybe how you said no, I can't have that, or I just do it because I love you. And Jeff also gonna tell us how maybe, I know you've been, maybe, I don't know, you love somebody, and how did you manage also the situation?
I'm here.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Let me start.
Come on.
Thank you for the really about me. My story about relationship.
Yeah.
Really, I used to love the money. Who called Ali? I was really love him, but in vain. But the money was really love some girls. I didn't know her behavior, and I just come to know by the day going as time goes. I discovered that boy was really lying to me. I was really love him, but up to now I'm single. I don't have a money, like, because if I get all the money to stress, I don't need any depression. I don't need depression because what I'm going through about that money, I was really love him up to now, but he was disappointed me. Up to now, I don't even want to hear what he told me. And up to now, I'm single. I don't have a money, and I don't need it. I don't need any kind of depression.
All right, I love that, but like I know sometimes you also meet guys. They propose you. Because I know how we are men sometimes. When we see a beautiful lady like passing by, we just feel sometimes we approach them. We try to talk to her. To talk to her and see how we can coax her, like how we can have the stuff. So like how do you proceed for you to push them away and not maybe to do that?
Yeah, absolutely, yes. They just come, but me, it's really hard because if I think about what I'm going through when I was in a relationship with that money, I feel that I can't do it again. Maybe I will love, but now, I don't know. I don't know. And this time, I don't know.
all right, great. Oh, Mr. Jeff, what's also your testimony about relationships?
About that?
About maybe like, because we are the ones who mostly push ladies to do that, as she said. When a lady loves you, it's really hard for her to avoid it.
Yeah, as I started telling you, firstly, I don't like lying ladies, and I don't like lying to people. If I love you, I love you, and if I don't love you, I don't love you. Like, I'm in love with somebody. I'm telling you now I'm in love with somebody, but I never ask such shit, asking the lady, I need like having sex with you. I feel like, according to my side, it's very unnormal, according to who I am and the one that I decided to be. Then there are other men, absolutely, who always need sex. They need it day by day, from Monday to Sunday. They need it.
Yeah.
But me, I'm not like that.
Wow.
Only I decided to have a girlfriend, saying one day I will marry her.
You are a good man.
One day I will marry her, and after marrying her, should be mine, and I will do everything to her.
Well, so then you think even people are in love already, they are not allowed to do it.
Come on.
Marriage. People who are already engaged in relationship, they are not allowed to do that.
They aren't.
They aren't,
sure.
But
she said
they are not allowed.
They are not
But
allowed.
she said they are.
She said
they are not allowed.
In the beginning,
She
They
said
are not allowed.
it's okay to do it.
I didn't catch you well.
That's what you said in the beginning.
no. She
they
said
are not allowed.
She said no. It's possible. She said, but it's really hard when you love.
It's really hard. Yeah.
And I felt her.
difficult.
I got her. And I do believe it's really hard. And we need to be the light, as I said, because when people keep doing that, maybe it will have a generation that is somehow lost.
Yeah.
Because when we don't have strong families, because I've seen that people are already married, they keep going to look back to their former lovers.
Absolutely.
Then they start even, like quarreling, like fighting their families, and then they divorce out of that. So which means sometimes we need to be so careful when we are in relationships and try to be mature enough so as we can avoid that. But it's really hard. I know young people might stone me, so anyway, they must stone at me. Come on.
And it's something that I can say, something that I can tell, like young people, young generation. Firstly, if you need to avoid this, avoid being in a hush-hush place with your partner. In a place where you are two. Like you find you are in your house, you are in your room, you are two persons. In that case, you're going to find yourself doing it without knowing. But whenever you are always in a public with the family, talking together with the family, with the friends, you never even think of it. But when you are two in the room, you're going to find yourself doing it. Or tonight you find like tonight you are standing somewhere, there is no light in that place, nobody's passing there. Then what are you doing there? What are you doing? Better be in a place where when there are people. Better be in a room where there are people, then you will never even think about it. And that's how I'm living. And I'm avoiding that. I never even receive a lady in my house. If somebody's coming, like if a lady is coming to pay a visit to me, there is a house of my parents, then I tell them, go there, I'm coming. But in my house, no. Because I know when she will be there, maybe my mentality is going to get changed. And her mentality also is going to get changed.
Yeah,
then I find myself doing something that I haven't even been planning.
Yeah.
Well, and as she said, it's really hard when you love the guy. So how can a young lady prevent herself from, like, what are the strategies, apart from the one she said, to be together with the person you love in a private place? Can we avoid that? Can we avoid to listen to guys as young ladies? I mean, I'm speaking on their behalf.
As Joseph says, what he says, really, I like his speech. Yeah, as he said, like, to advise some girls. As he said, really, you are a good man. If you have that behavior, I give you respect.
Thank you.
I can't believe my ears if you can talk some things like that.
Oh my Jesus.
But it's like a few men who have that behavior. Like you said, if your girlfriend comes to pay you a visit, if you're in your room and you just go together with her in your mother's house, your family house.
Sure.
But you can just find that boys are so few. Maybe I don't know why. Are so few. As in nowadays, as I know, it's so hard to get the boy like that. That girl really get the money, get the good money. Your girlfriend. I wish I can meet him.
Oh, wow, that's great. It's really hard, as you're saying, to find young men who can behave like Jeff, like who can avoid to be in a single room together, only two. So, like, what can you, like, tell to young ladies who are watching us today? What are some other tips so as they don't get into that trap? I mean, like, so they then,
maybe the feelings or emotion can change.
Yeah.
You just come to do some things which you didn't expect to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
How can they then avoid that? I mean, young ladies.
They have to stand on their feet. Stand on their feet, okay? Though about it, because you can't advise some girls. If your advisor can just abuse you, you are just like I don't know how you are, just to give you some offensive words. That if I advise the girl, only we should stop to do something like that. There's many, some feelings like that. We have to reduce those feelings like that. Is if you really love a boy, it's not good to show him if you really love him, but to show him it's not good. You should be quiet.
Yeah, and another thing I can say is to tell our sisters also to never be in love every time. You find even a lady who is 12 years old, find that small lady saying, I got my boyfriend. Are you sure you have your boyfriend? Imagine a lady with 12, 13, 14, 15. She's in love. That's why you find many ladies, those small girls, they have already, I can say, they have already lost their virginity. Imagine you are 12, you aren't a virgin anymore.
In nowadays words,
imagine. A 12 years old girl, she's a virgin.
12.
So what's the role of
13,
the parents? Just
15.
last word about that.
So
the role of the parents to help their children, because you say they are
the parents. Parents are doing all they can, and as a parent, because a parent is like, I can say, is like a second God. Is trying to do all she can or he can, so you can be having like a good condition. But also there is what you call a personal decision. Because a parent can be doing everything.
Yeah, advise you.
Can be advising you from morning to night. But if you can't decide, I'm telling you, your parent can't do anything. And something that I can tell you also, giving an advice to somebody is not just changing somebody.
Absolutely.
You know, I can give you an advice, but I'm not changing you. I give the advice and you're going to decide. You're going to say, due to the advice that I've been given, I want to be changed. You know, then I give the advice, like you can advise me. If you advise me, it doesn't mean that you change me. No. You advise me, and then me, as I am, I'm going to decide due to the advice that I've been given, that I say, I can change. I can be like this and this and this. Which means your advice are pushing me to get changed. Yeah, that's what I can say, sure.
Well, do you think the parents are playing their role as they should?
Yeah, absolutely. Every day, every time they advise us, but in vain. They advise, you know, you have to stop it. This is not good, this is not. But nowadays, children, I don't know who they are. Maybe there are some like info have already entered in our body. Because if you try to analyze nowadays girls, I don't know who they are. They only, our parents really try to advise. But in vain. Yeah, only as Joseph said.
I guess you have got at least something, and I just want, before I think there are some parents who avoid to talk about that. As I said, it's a taboo topic, it's a taboo subject, so sometimes you find there are parents who don't even talk to their children, but my guests have said, children are the ones who don't want to follow the advice from the parents, so children should also watch out, about the peers, about people or the friends they hang around with, because when you hang out with thieves, you will end up being a thief, and when you hang out with a prostitute, you will end up being a prostitute. So take care of your steps and whatever you're doing. But also you said about families who are, not financially okay, then they push their children to do so. So please, to those families, I want you to try to manage. I know not many people who speak English can do that, because mostly in Burundi, they are the ones, maybe sometimes you find they are at least financially okay. So I don't know how I can transmit my message now, but I believe we did what we should do now. Absolutely. And I want to thank my guest today. Thank you, Assia.
You are welcome.
That's great, and I just even welcome you to the standpoint for the next time.
I will do it. Don't worry.
Thank you.
I will be with you.
All right, great. As well, I want to thank to Mr. Jeff for your presence here today.
I appreciate it.
And I hope also you will also respond positively to our invitation next time if it comes.
Without any hesitation, I'll be here.
That's great. So I also want to thank our viewers for staying faithful to us. So keep connected, keep tuned to our channel. This is BNP TV, and we have different programs pertaining to the youth, and I hope you're enjoying. See you.